Hey there, food fanatics, let's talk cheese. Whether you're a casual snacker or a dedicated foodie, cheese has a special place in our hearts and on our tables. That creamy, tangy, sometimes funky delight that's graced tables for centuries. From the mild and milky to the sharp and pungent, cheese offers a flavor for every palate. Did you know that Americans eat an average of 40 pounds of cheese per person every year? That's right, 40 pounds. It's a testament to our love for this versatile dairy delight. That's a whole lot of cheddar. And it's not just cheddar. Think about all the varieties we enjoy, from mozzarella on our pizzas to brie on our crackers.
But here's the thing, cheese isn't a solo act. It's a team player in the culinary world. To unlock its full potential, you gotta pair it up right. The right pairing can elevate the flavors and create a memorable tasting experience. Think of it like a culinary jam session where cheese takes center stage and its companions harmonize to create a symphony of flavor. It's all about balance and contrast.
That's what we're diving into today. The delicious art of cheese pairings. We'll explore how different cheeses interact with fruits, nuts, wines, and more. We'll demystify the process, tackle common challenges, and equip you with the knowledge to craft your own cheese-tastic masterpieces. You'll learn tips and tricks to impress your guests and elevate your own tasting experiences. Whether you're a seasoned cheese connoisseur or just starting to explore the world beyond cheddar, get ready to elevate your cheese game. So grab your favorite cheese knife and let's get started on this flavorful journey together.
Before we get to the good stuff, the perfect pairings, let's address the elephant in the room. Why some combinations just don't work. It's not just about taste, it's about the entire sensory experience. One common pitfall is overwhelming the palate. When flavors are too intense, they can clash rather than complement each other. Strong cheeses like blue cheese or aged cheddar can overpower delicate flavors like a light-bodied white wine. The result? A mismatch that leaves your taste buds confused.
Another challenge is clashing textures. The mouthfeel of the food can be just as important as the taste. Imagine a creamy brie with a crunchy peanut butter cracker, not exactly a match made in heaven. The textures can fight against each other, making the experience less enjoyable. And let's not forget about flavor clashes. Sometimes the flavors just don't harmonize. Sweet and savory pairings can be tricky. While some combinations are delightful, others can be downright disastrous. Picture a sharp, tangy goat cheese paired with a sugary dessert wine. The sweetness can completely mask the cheese's nuances. Instead of a balanced experience, you get a one-dimensional taste.
The key takeaway? Balance is key. It's about finding harmony between the elements. Consider the intensity, texture, and flavor profile of each element when creating your cheese pairings. Think about how they interact and complement each other. Think of it like a seesaw. You want to find that sweet spot, where no single flavor overpowers the others. Achieving this balance can elevate your cheese experience to a whole new level.
Now let's embark on a flavor journey through the diverse world of cheese and its perfect pairings. Each cheese has its own unique characteristics, and finding the right pairing can elevate your tasting experience to new heights. First up, we have soft ripened cheeses like brie and camembert. These cheeses are known for their creamy texture and delicate buttery flavor that melts in your mouth. Their creamy texture and mild buttery flavor pair beautifully with crisp, acidic white wines like Sauvignon Blanc or dry Riesling. The acidity of the wine cuts through the richness of the cheese, creating a harmonious balance. For a non-alcoholic option, try tart green apples or grapes. The natural sweetness and acidity of the fruit complement the creamy texture of the cheese perfectly.
Next, we have semi-hard cheeses like Gouda and Gruyere. These cheeses have a slightly firmer texture and a nutty, savory flavor that is both complex and satisfying. These cheeses have a slightly firmer texture and a nutty, savory flavor that shines alongside medium-bodied red wines like Merlot or Pinot Noir. The wine's fruitiness and moderate tannins enhance the cheese's nutty notes. For a non-alcoholic pairing, try sliced pears or walnuts. The sweetness of the pears and the earthy crunch of the walnuts provide a delightful contrast to the cheese's savory profile.
Moving on to hard cheeses like cheddar and manchego. These cheeses are known for their robust, sharp, and tangy flavors that can stand up to bolder pairings. Their sharp, tangy flavors pair well with full-bodied red wines like Cabernet Sauvignon or Zinfandel. The wine's bold tannins and rich fruit flavors complement the cheese's intensity. For a non-alcoholic pairing, try dried fruits like apricots or figs. The natural sweetness and chewy texture of the dried fruits balance the cheese's sharpness beautifully.
And finally, we have blue cheeses like Roquefort and Gorgonzola. These cheeses are known for their pungent, salty flavors and creamy, crumbly texture. Their pungent, salty flavors are best balanced with sweet and savory pairings. The sweetness of honey or the crunch of nuts can tame the boldness of the blue cheese. Try a dessert wine like Sauterne or a drizzle of honey. The wine's sweetness and the honey's floral notes create a perfect counterpoint to the cheese's strong flavors. For a more savory option, pair them with walnuts or dried cranberries. The earthy flavor of the walnuts and the tartness of the cranberries add depth and complexity to the tasting experience. Section 4. Sweet surprise. Yes, cheese loves chocolate too. Now, for a pairing that might surprise you, cheese and chocolate. While it might seem unconventional, the right combination can be a revelation. The key is to choose cheeses and chocolates with complementary flavor profiles.
For example, a creamy, mild brie pairs well with a semi-sweet dark chocolate. The slight bitterness of the chocolate cuts through the richness of the cheese, while the creaminess of the brie enhances the smooth texture of the chocolate.
Another winning combination is a sharp cheddar with a bittersweet dark chocolate. The sharpness of the cheddar contrasts beautifully with the intense, fruity notes of the chocolate, creating a complex and satisfying flavor profile. Section 5. Pairing Principles, the fundamentals of flavor harmony. Now that we've explored some specific pairings, let's break down the fundamental principles of cheese pairing. The first principle is to consider the intensity of flavors. Pair strong cheeses with bold accompaniments and mild cheeses with more delicate flavors.
Next, think about contrasting textures. Pair creamy cheeses with crunchy crackers or crisp fruits. Pair hard cheeses with soft bread or spreadable chutneys.
Finally, don't be afraid to experiment. The best cheese pairings are often discovered through trial and error. So, grab your favorite cheeses, gather some potential pairings, and let your taste buds guide you. Section 6. Unleash your inner cheese wizard. There you have it, cheese enthusiasts. You're now armed with the knowledge to navigate the world of cheese pairings like a pro.
Remember, balance is key, experimentation is encouraged, and most importantly, have fun. So go forth and create your own cheese-tastic masterpieces. Your taste buds will thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for more delicious food tips and culinary adventures. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let's explore the special place cheese has in our hearts and on our tables.